M for mature.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the Zero Debt Podcast, and to tonight's episode of You Can't Handle the Truth, a Delta Green podcast where we play the shotgun scenarios from the Fairfield Project Wiki. I will be your handler, Luke, and let's meet our lovely player, Sebastiaan. Say hello, Sebast.
Hello.
Tonight, we're playing Loose Ends by Luke Smith. Enjoy. After hours of being on the road, Duvet finally pulls into his apartment complex. The apartments are typical American apartment, a shared car park with 3 buildings on each side and the road behind you. The apartment buildings each have 10 apartments within them. All the front doors are on the outside with a shared walkway on the 2nd floor. As Duvet pulls into his preferred parking space, he checks his rearview mirror and notices a car he knows very well, his old squad car. Duvet glances up to his front door and sees the unmistakable silhouette of his old partner. Picante, what do you do?
This throws me for a loop here. Ooh, what do? Yeah, step out, walk up to him with my gun. Do I still have my gun, by the way?
You do not have your gun, sir. Samantha taken it. Or took it, should I say. So Duvet steps out of his car and approaches Picante. Duvet almost shaking at this point. It's been just under 7 months since he's seen Picante up so close and personal. Picante's jaw drops. Standing in pure confusion and slight fear, Picante asks, "Johnny, what the hell? I've literally just come from the hospital. The doctor said you'd gone blind and you was never going to be able to walk again." Picante, unable to contain his emotion, grabs you and hugs you tightly. +2 sanity gain. So add that to your sanity, sir.
49.
Picante grips you tightly. It's a miracle. But how? The more Picante looks at you, the more his demeanor changes. You are not the same Johnny Duvet from 1 month ago, let alone 7. And Picante can start to see this in your eyes. What do you do?
What's Picante's first name again?
We never actually picked a name, did we? Or did we?
Either way.
We'll retcon this in the edit.
Yeah.
Yeah. So play insert from Ad Tempest here.
Benny, let's go inside. We have a lot to talk about.
Okay, Johnny. If you say so. Give me a persuade roll.
It's 15.
Success. He follows you into the apartment, but he's in pure confusion at this point. What do you do?
I walk to my kitchen, grab a glass of water, ask him if he wants anything.
Johnny, whose apartment is this?
It's mine. Benny, it's mine.
Wait, you've got 2 apartments?
Benny, this is gonna take a while to explain, but I'm not your Duvet. I am a Duvet, one of 2. And I don't wanna... Look, I know this is a lot to take in, but some stuff happened, and I want to tell you everything, but right now you gotta trust me. I need your help, bud.
What, so you're saying you're Johnny's brother?
Sure, for now, sure. Yes.
This is a lot to take in here, Johnny. Like, is your name even Johnny? Thinking about it?
Yeah, it is, but...
Johnny and Johnny. I'm not even going to question this at the moment. So you a cop as well?
Well, I'm a cop of sorts. I used to be a detective. Look, we can talk about this later. Right now, I think we need to go. I'm a wanted man.
Yes, you sure are a wanted man. I have a warrant right here, and he slams down a piece of paper onto your coffee table, to search this premises for Samantha Yates. And now you're telling me that Johnny's brother's got a new brother called Johnny, and all of a sudden you're the owner of this place? Like, I'm gonna start to need answers right now.
Oh, Benny, you better sit down, because this is gonna take some explaining on my part and some believing on your part. I'm not sure any one of us is up for either at the moment.
No, I'm looking for Samantha, Johnny.
So am I.
Well, the last location she was seen was here. Explain that.
I can't. Look, I know what she's looking for. She's been here looking for something, and I know what it is. Again, Benny, she's not who she seems she is. She's been taken over by an entity.
Give me a persuade roll.
That's a clean 70.
He looks at you in a completely bemused way, and he's starting to look at you like you're insane. What do you mean, entity?
Benny, why don't you sit down for a bit?
No, I don't think I will sit down. And he stands up,
Oh, he was
goes
already
towards
sitting
the
down,
door,
okay.
turns around. Yeah, he was already sitting down, he stood up now. He goes towards the door, turns around, and you see his hand on his holster at this point. Look, I don't know who you are, or what you're doing, and why you look like my partner that I've worked with for 10 years. I have no idea what shit show I've just walked into, but I feel like something isn't adding up here.
Benny, wait. This is gonna sound crazy, but I am Johnny. I'm not his brother. I am him. I'm him from another timeline. It all started with that man, that Yates man. Remember how I got that assignment from the captain? The one that you weren't allowed to do, that I had to do on my own?
Yeah?
Turns out Mr. Yates was building a device, a time machine. And the stabbing, he did it to himself. He came back from the future to stab himself, to stop himself from God knows what. And I used that same machine. Now I'm a man out of time, out of place, and honestly, out of sorts and out of wits. Many stuff happened to me that I couldn't even begin to explain. But I know you, and you know me. Even if you think you don't, you know me. I'm the same Johnny that you know and love, and I know you know and love. But I just need your help, Ben. I just need it. I cannot do this alone. And the other Johnny, your Johnny, he isn't safe. He isn't safe at all.
You know what, Johnny? I think I will take that drink now. Make it a strong one as well.
You and me both, buddy.
Picante sits down. Instead of sipping at his whiskey, he knocks it straight back and slams the glass onto the table. Now, Johnny, what you're telling me is completely insane. But the more I look at you, the more I know you are, Johnny. But how am I going to help with this? My only lead was to hear.
You got the full force of the Atlanta PD behind you. I know they're pulling out every stop to find Samantha. They have to. It's a child. When she was last seen here, you said...
Yes, 2 days ago.
2 days ago?
Here. Where were you?
I was in New York.
New York?
Look, I got mixed up with an agency. It's off the books. And let's just say I seen stuff, Benny. Things you wouldn't believe.
Aliens?
Yeah.
I don't know what to make of this, Johnny. This is just... I'm starting to feel like I'm way in over my head on this.
Just imagine how I feel, buddy.
I have no idea what to do right about now, Johnny. I really don't. Picante stands up, walks behind you, leans against the counter to put his drink into the sink. You're sitting down, still facing the coffee table, and up behind you, you hear... Picante has pulled his pistol against your head. Johnny, or whatever you are, I'm gonna have to ask you to come downtown. This is too freaky. I saw the real Johnny Duvet this morning, and now you're trying to feed me a load of bullcrap about time travel? Aliens? Could you please put your hands behind your back?
You know I cannot let you do that, Benny.
Please, whoever you are, just do it. I don't want to pull this trigger.
Then don't. I'm unarmed. I'm sitting in a chair. If you kill me, they're gonna lock you up for a long time, Benny. A long time.
Give me a dexterity check.
That's a 12.
12. You butt your head backwards quickly and smash the gun out of Picante's hands. Picante fumbles to the floor to try and grab it, and you stand up. What do you do?
Kick away the gun and say, Benny, I don't want to do this. Kick it under the sofa.
Look, Johnny, I've got to do this.
Why?
I have a warrant for this arrest for this house.
Just tell them the house was empty. I was never here. For all you care, I'm still at the hospital.
Give me a persuade roll.
25.
Picante turns to your liquor cabinet once more, grabs the whiskey and starts necking it straight from the bottle. He looks straight back at you. Just leave then. Honestly, the only tip-off I've had of Samantha except for this is a warehouse on the edge of town.
Yes, the warehouse. Where? Which warehouse?
He gives you the location of the warehouse. If you truly are who you say you are, Johnny, I suggest you go looking there. But if we cross paths again, I'm going to have to arrest you.
If we cross paths again, I think it's safe to say I failed. And your safest option is to put me down right then and there.
That's a promise, Duvet. If you are Duvet.
Alright, give my best to April.
Now leave. Don't you mention her name.
Right, now leave. Slowly, tentatively, hands up, walk 3 steps back towards the door, remaining eye contact, and then turn around, leave the apartment.
As you shut the door behind you, you start briskly walking down the steps toward your car to get away. Give me an alertness check.
This was coming. 42 under 65.
Just before you put your key into the side of your 1995 Ultima, you see on the corner a man in a black suit, smoking a cigarette, staring at you. Give me a search roll.
31 under 61.
You can't check the feeling that you've seen this person before. You squint your eyes. It's Agent Steele. The last time Duvet set his eyes upon this man, he was controlled by the Ethian running away from the safe house. What do you do?
You see the scene. You see Duvet taking his hands, pulling the keys out of the car door, putting them in his pocket, remaining looking at the guy walking around the car towards Agent Steele, jogging.
You approach Agent Steele. Agent Steele has seen better days, but he's not standing there aggressively. He's waiting to see you. He pulls out an envelope from his pocket as you approach him. Replica, it's nice to see you again.
Not sure if I'm saying the same thing there, Agent Steele.
Well, Replica, thank you for not killing me when that thing controlled me. I still can't remember what happened, except one phrase you kept repeating. I'll be here all the way until we get through this. Do you remember, Replica?
I'll bluff. Yes. Clear as day.
Replica, that act of mercy kept me alive. Now we need to end this. I know where the warehouse is, Replica.
So do I.
You do?
Yeah, I just got the information from my old police partner.
How do the police know about D-Cell's green box? Anyway, that's irrelevant, Replica. Inside this envelope is a keycard that'll get you in. I've also added a syringe of powerful anesthetic for you. If you find the Ethian, use it. Killing him will just make him jump again. Steele turns his back quickly and starts to walk away.
I take out the syringe, put it in his neck. Nice try, Yiffian.
Nice try, bitch.
Now I take the envelope, look inside, see if it has indeed the things that he said, the aforementioned keycard and syringe.
It does indeed.
I look up to say thank you, but Agent Steele was long gone, like a puff of smoke in a windy day. I move back to my car, put my keys in the car doors, open, step in, check the back seat, nothing there. Start driving, fiddle with the radio for a while, try to get the perfect song, doesn't come on, turn the radio off and just drive.
So Duvet drives to the location given by Agent Steele. Duvet pulls up and takes in a deep breath and looks around. The camera pans out of the car to the warehouse behind Duvet. We see an old, abandoned industrial warehouse building. The old brick building has all its windows boarded up with metal sheeting. The weeds and moss are growing through the concrete. The camera pans back to the rear view mirror and zooms in straight into Duvet's eyes. He sees a high-tech door, reminiscent to the complex hidden beneath the parking garage in New York. What do you do?
Put the syringe, I imagine it has a cap on it so it doesn't poke me. Yeah, I put the syringe in one of my jean pockets, or at least somewhere that it doesn't bend.
Yes.
Put the key card in my hand and walk up to the door. Take out the key card. Do I see a key card reader?
Give me a search roll.
Let's say I critical fail this one. Do I just don't find one?
You see a fingerprint scanner.
Right, my finger?
The door opens, reveals a little corridor, and in front of you is another door with a key card reader.
I use the key.
You bleep bleep the key card. Up on the screen says, "Welcome, Agent Steele." As the door opens, it's a completely empty warehouse, and your eyes immediately lock onto the two objects in the center of the room.
2 slabs.
A man crouched a man crouched over, touching a small slab of stone. The man appears to be in a daze, chanting to himself. "Yes, bring him back. I will make you whole again." What do you do?
Walk up to the man on the slab. No, from a distance, because I know this is part of the slab, I think to myself, make him go away, as I sidle to one of the quarters and hide myself a bit.
The man, still holding the slab, shouting at it. "Bring him back, I will make you whole again."
In that case, yeah. Hello?
Silence in the room. The man turns round to look at you. in your way. Give me a stealth roll.
90.
Even though it's about 8 p.m., it's pretty dark out. There's not much light, but he can still spot the silhouette of you. Who's there?
A friend. Yes, someone who can make you, or help you, make him whole again.
The red roses in summer are very round?
Yes, but the leaves have distinct shapes.
Green triangles. We need to get this out of here. We need to get it back to my complex in New York. Help, come, quick. It can help me.
What did it promise you?
Bring my brother back.
Who's your brother?
My brother, Thaddeus. He's locked up in my complex in New York.
Okay, let's go.
Okay, I'm Agent Timberland. Who are you?
I'm Agent Replica.
Replica. Just the man. I have 2 pieces now. You have the 3rd piece, don't you?
Where would I have the 3rd piece there, buddy?
You took it back from the train. I have the piece in T-Cell's complex.
Uh-huh.
You have the piece that you got from the train.
Yeah,
and
indeed.
This is the 3rd piece. We can put it all together. It can give me what I want. Replica, we've got to save him. We've got to save my brother.
Where is your brother? What happened to your brother?
He's currently locked up in my complex. He's been turned into stone.
Do you think you can drive?
Well, I was hoping someone would help me.
I know, but one of us has to drive, and look, I've been driving for 15, 16 hours a day. I'm not fit to drive, but if you can drive, I can shoot, because they're gonna come gunning for us.
Well, I just need to do it, Replica.
But this is the way. This is the way.
I'm gonna have to.
This is the way, buddy.
I'm gonna have to.
Yes, this is the way. This is the way. Yeah, let's do it.
Help me.
Yeah, let's do it. Give me your... I don't have my gun on me. Give me your gun.
My gun?
Yeah, but you're gonna drive. I'm gonna shoot.
Where's your gun? Man, I don't want to feel naked, man.
You're not naked. You have the slab.
Yeah, what if something happens to you?
That's why you're
Just gonna
driving.
give you my gun.
That's why you're driving, man. Buddy, come on. This is the way. You know it's the way.
Give me a persuade roll.
I was waiting. 46. What's my persuade? 41.
Look, Replica, I'm not going to give you my gun, but there's probably a gun in the car.
There's no gun in my car.
There's a gun in my car.
Which one is your car? I didn't see a car when I drove up.
It's in the warehouse. There, it's behind that shutter there. It points over. Car in the corner.
Oh. Okay, well, I'll go get that gun because I feel kind of naked.
Okay, you do that. I'll go and get a pallet truck and we'll load this thing up.
Yeah. So I go over there, get the gun. What kind of gun is it?
It is a shotgun, sir. It's in the center console, leaning down. A pump-action shotgun.
Okay. What was this guy's name again?
This is Agent Timberland.
Timberland. Give me your car keys. I'll drive the car up so we can load it up.
He throws you the car keys. Give me a dexterity check.
49. Under 70. Yeah, I'm nimble, baby.
Duvet doesn't even look at the keys. He just puts his hand out and grabs them out the air, pulls out the right one, and starts up the car.
I back it up.
What do you do?
I back it up towards the slab, get out, driver door open, and I tell him, but you get this side. We'll just lift it up, the two of us, easy peasy. And by this side, I mean the side that I am on right now.
Okay.
So he has his back towards me.
Yes.
I don't trust this guy. This guy is loopy as fuck. I'm gonna shoot him.
Right then. Do your shooting rolls then, sir.
Is this a very bad idea?
Shoot him. This is your decision, your choice.
I know that the other slab is done. It's gone.
Yes.
Yeah. Do I see his gun in his holster? Is it reachable for me as he has his back towards me?
No, it's a shoulder holster.
Yeah, I'm gonna shoot him. So as he has his back towards me,
yes,
I take out the shotgun, point blank. And do you first want me to roll if I hit him, or if it's point blank? That's enough.
If it's point blank, it's enough.
Okay.
If you miss, then oh my god, I'll just devise a shit shot.
Well, he doesn't miss.
So roll
then. In case, then it's point blank, which is good because I rolled an 84. So that's 8 plus 4. That's 12 points of damage.
You ever seen the film Death Becomes Her?
Oh God, yes. No, fuck.
Yes. You've just blown a hole straight into the middle of Thaddeus. No, not Thaddeus, Timberland. He falls to his knees and falls over the slab. His blood oozing all over the slab. You lose 2 willpower points and give me a sanity check for violence.
50 even, and my sanity is right now 49.
Give me 1d4, sir.
Now, killing an innocent in cold blood is a 1d10.
Well, give me a 1d10 then.
3.
3 sanity damage.
46. And I know that it's a 1d10 because you guys killed a lot of innocent people.
Oh, yes, of course. It's the 0 dead way. If you'd also like to take one of your violence...
Oh, yeah.
Checks? Because it was a violence check.
This man is laying dead over the slab here.
Blood oozing everywhere.
Yeah, I pull him up and toss him aside and say, "You got your blood, old friend. You're not gonna go whole again. I'm sorry, but one piece of you is gone."
No response.
I knew it. I check Agent Timberland's pockets.
Just usual pocket fluff. There's nothing really of note in there.
I do take a shoulder holster with the gun.
Yes, so that was a Colt 45. So you're standing there, dead body on the floor, Slabby McSlabberson covered in blood. A car was turned on with its trunk open. What do you do?
Put the slab in the car trunk.
Okay.
With a pallet truck. Try to not touch the slab. And I put it in and take this car. Leave my 95 Ultima.
Okay, tell me your plan, sir. So, where are you going to be taking it? What are you going to be doing with this? It's piece number 3, the final piece.
I know where the other piece is, right?
Yes.
So I think I'll just go there. See if I can combine these two pieces. I think at the warehouse that I first met Agent Nemo.
The Radio Shack.
The Radio Shack, the abandoned Radio Shack.
That's ballsy.
It's a place that's not been used for a while, so I thought maybe, why not?
So you drive over to the Radio Shack, you pull up. Give me an alertness roll.
49, under 65.
As you reverse into the parking space, you turn off the ignition, you look up at the Radio Shack, and you're thinking to yourself, maybe I should get a takeaway Chinese food, and you look over towards the Chinese. You see Agent Steele standing there again. What do you do?
Beckon him over.
He walks towards the car, opens the passenger's door, realises it's locked and points towards the lock. As you click the unlock button, he's pulling up the lever so he doesn't quite do it, and it goes up and down about 3 or 4 times until you finally reach over and open the door for him. Just get in! Steele sits down. Did you find it?
Find what, Agent Steele?
The slab. It's the key.
How do you know about the slab there, Agent Steele?
The Yithian told me.
When did he
I've been
tell
pursuing him also.
When did he tell you?
When the Yithian jumped from me into Dale Meadows, I was chasing him, and that's when we've been confronting each other. Just like K-Cell. We've all been chasing this one Yithian replica. Don't you understand? The slab's the key.
I do understand. But how do you know one of the pieces of the slab is here? That I don't understand.
And he pulls out his phone, shows you a GPS location. And you're going beep, beep, because I've been following you, replica.
I just arrived and you're already standing at the Chinese store.
I'm just stealthy as fuck, alright?
How do I know you're not a Yithian right now, Agent Steele?
You don't.
And if you were a Yithian?
I'd have already killed you.
Fair enough. That's the most honest thing I've heard all day.
I told you, replica, this thing needs to end. I'm not your enemy. You helped me, I'm trying to help you.
Flashback to me telling the Yithian this. Agent Steele, what if I told you that the final piece of the slab has been destroyed?
That would be unfortunate, replica, as this is the key to finding the Yithian. Is that what you're telling me?
Yeah.
Oh, replica, we needed that. It was going to give us the location of the Yithian if we just made it whole again.
Did it tell you that?
Yes, it's shown us.
Let me guess, it also shown you your high school sweetheart?
Yes, how did you know?
This is what it does, Agent Steele. It shows you things it knows you want to get what it wants.
But that's why the Yithian wants it then.
Why would the Yithian want it?
Well, if it's showing me and you what we want, it's got to be showing the Yithian what it wants.
But it won't get it. It can't give it. It doesn't have the power to manifest these visions.
But the Yithian doesn't know that. We could set a trap.
You're talking, or you're thinking right what I'm thinking here. But how do we broadcast that we have the slab pieces here? Do you have any rudimentary link to him? To it?
No, I can't even remember being taken over. I just remember being in the safe house and waking up sometimes as me and you sitting there. Apart from that, afterwards I've just been chasing a ghost.
How is your relationship with the organization at the moment?
Strained would be a word I'd use. Replica. Why, how's yours?
Strained would be a euphemism. I think we both know that the chances of us being reinstated as a full member are slim to none. But that doesn't matter. We have a job to do. Stop the incursion, protect the innocent, and save lives. It's what we do, Agent Steele. Now, I have an idea. And I tell Agent Steele my perfect foolproof plan to get the Yiffian here. We set up the trap and then we wait.
Yeah, but what is your
I just told Agent Steele, so no need to worry about it.
You can't hand wave this. Explain, boy.
Well, my plan is, my working theory is that if Agent Steele still has a connection with Delta Green and the Yiffian is jumping from person to person inside of Delta Green, he can maybe put up maybe he has K-Cell's number, so maybe he can call K-Cell.
Duvet still has the business card with Killswitch's number on it.
Oh, well, then I'll call Killswitch. Take the phone from Agent Steele. Sorry, buddy, I gotta use this business call.
He hands you the phone, and you phone up Killswitch. Killswitch.
Replica.
Okay, this number says Steele.
Do you guys all go out for beers after? How do you all have each other's numbers saved in your phones? What the hell?
Oh shit, Cardiac, he's found out. Cancel the weekend. We're not going to the beach. Damn it.
No, I'm calling with his phone. We need your help.
Is this that Yithian again?
It's to do with the Yithian, yeah. We think we figured it out. We think we know how to get the Yithian.
How?
I'm not gonna tell you on the phone, buddy.
That's fair, Replica. After everything that's happened, I don't blame you.
Just put out on the wire that Agent Nemo is back in town and is looking for Chinese food. If it reaches the Yithian, he'll know.
Okay, Replica. I'll trust you on this one.
Yeah, please see that you do, buddy, because I'm not too sure about myself at the moment. Oh, one more thing, and I hang up.
The phone goes dead. So then do you just wait?
Well, no. I'm gonna go inside of the Radio Shack with Agent Steele, who I still don't trust as far as I can throw him. But that's another thing. Also take in the part of the slab inside. So I have 2 pieces of slab. And I tell Agent Steele to get us some Chinese food.
Okay. So you walk into the Radio Shack. There's still nothing there except for the 2 chairs and the table from the interview with Agent Nemo. You look over to the right. Oh, Slabby McSlabberson Part 2.
Electric Boogaloo. If I place these 2 slabs together, does anything happen?
No response.
The difficult thing is I have no idea if the C4 destroyed the 3rd part or the 1st part, whatever part is missing. And I killed the one person who could know. So yeah, that's not handy. But that's a problem we'll get when we get there. I put a tarp over well, there's probably like cardboard boxes or anything, like old cardboard boxes. So I unfold one of the cardboard boxes and put it over the slabs. So I don't want to look at you. And sit in one of the chairs, wait for Agent Steele to return, if he ever does.
After about 30 minutes, Agent Steele does indeed return with a load of Chinese food, sits down opposite you and starts eating in.
How is he eating? He's eating... Is he pigging out? Or delicately eating Chinese?
He's delicately eating Chinese. He can't work out a pair of chopsticks. So he's looking around for a fork, and there's no fork here because it's a Radio Shack.
So Steele, how you been holding up?
Not good, Replica. Let's just say the company doesn't exactly trust me anymore after I was compromised. I've been trying to clear my name by killing this thing once and for all. It's nearly got me killed a few times. How about you?
I thought I killed it. Apparently, killing it only makes it hop to another body. I lost my life, lost my best friend, my only friend actually in the world. Lost somebody's daughter. I don't know what happened to her. And made some questionable decisions along the way there, Agent Steele. I'm not sure if I'm walking away from this one unscathed, as they say. I'm not sure.
As long as they don't send us to T-Cell, we'll be fine, Replica.
Well, I think T-Cell is out of commission for a while. You ever heard of FUBAR?
In my military days, yeah, but in what context?
Contingency plan.
You've always got to have a plan, Replica.
That's what they say, but I feel like I've been winging it for a while now. Every plan I've come up with has fallen short of any success. So I'm really banking on this one, Steele.
Remember why you're doing this, Replica. We're doing this to protect the people we love.
Yeah, I don't think the people I love care either way if I succeed or fail.
Steele doesn't know how to respond to that. He just stares at you blankly.
When's the last time you saw this Yiffian, Steele?
2 weeks ago. Well, it was the dead body of Dale Meadows that you killed. After that, I noticed the girl had gone missing. I did catch up to her in South Carolina, but she evaded my clutches. Give me a human roll.
13.
You can tell he's concealing something about the encounter.
Yeah, she's been evading mine as well. You can eat that, by the way? Then he starts eating. Yeah, I've encountered her, the Yiffi, in the same form as well. Guess where I found her, Agent Steele?
Where?
No. Guess.
In company hands?
Yeah.
A little girl, man. Oh my god.
Tell me again, what happened when you last saw her?
I cornered her in South Carolina outside of a tavern. I knew it wasn't just a little girl. I knew it was the Yithian. I ran up behind her and she had great strength and just chucked me against the fence and knocked me out. And since then I haven't been able to trace her. That's why I needed to find you. Because I knew she was after the slab.
Well, you found me. And the slab, so where is she?
Your guess is as good as mine, Replica. But you're saying she's in company possession?
I let her go, but I didn't know she was the Yiffian.
Do you think she's changed bodies yet?
Well, we'll see when somebody walks in here.
Replica, after what happened at the safe house and what happened to me at the tavern, what happened to you in the company hands, really, what are we going to do? We can't just shoot our way out of this. She'll just jump into one of us. And I don't know about you, but I'd rather save my own bacon.
I know. But if they're not dead, can they still jump?
That's why I've given you the anesthetic. We need to take it down.
So there's our plan.
What about the slab? What are we doing with that?
You ever seen that movie about that archaeologist? That it ended with the Ark of the Covenant being put inside a large warehouse never to be seen again.
Indiana Jones?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not too far-fetched, is it?
Well, you do this job for more than 6 months, you know exactly what's going on. So guess we wait, Replica.
Yeah. I'm gonna take a leak.
You stand up, you move outside to the alley, you take a piss. Give me an alertness check.
47 under 65.
You notice a black SUV has pulled into the parking lot.
Is it occupied?
It's got blacked-out windows. It's very reminiscent of the one that pulled up outside of the safe house. And at this point, I will remind you that the Radio Shack does have a video camera feed.
Yeah. Well, I would say I'll go back inside and check the tape. If I see somebody getting out of the car, or when it arrived, how long after we arrived, how long after Steele got in with the Chinese and everything.
As you're checking the videotape, you realise that the SUV pulled up a mere 2 minutes after you arrived. You see Agent Steele walking into the Chinese restaurant, making an order. Steele then walks out on the videotape towards the SUV. The driver's side window, which is obscured from you, comes down. You see Steele talking to a man for about 2 or 3 minutes, and then walk back into the Chinese restaurant, then walk back into the Radio Shack.
I imagine Steele sees me checking this tape. Without looking up, I say, Steele, what's going on here?
Now, what do you think it is, Replica?
So tell me.
I know your relationship with the company is strained. Mine isn't. That's the rest of S-Cell, waiting to pounce.
Shouldn't they hide?
Hiding in plain sight.
Human roll. If I trust him.
Human.
60 even. I think I trust him. What's my humans? 50. Yeah.
50. Yeah, you trust him, yeah.
Just for sake of argument, do I need to mark my fails, or is this the last we see of Duvet?
No, mark your fail, sir.
Okay. I failed a lot of rolls today.
You're failing upwards, sir. You always do.
Onwards and upwards. Alright. So Agent Steele, what are we waiting for?
For the Yithian to arrive. Somehow, some way, I have no idea, that's beyond my comprehension. He knows the locations of the slabs. He'll be here. He always is.
The Yithian arrives with the third piece of the slab, I'm gonna fucking shoot myself in the head.
So Duvet pulls out his side arm, puts it straight to his temple.
And waits.
And waits.
See what comes through that door.
So nothing of note is really happening. There's the SUV waiting outside. There's you and Steele inside. The Chinese food's going cold now.
Just wait. However long it takes, just wait. I know he's coming. It is coming. It has to. We have the slab. We have 2 pieces of the slab. Pardon. All the Chinese food.
I'm leaving that in.
I know. That's why I made a joke about it. Walk around the store, kick rocks, basically. Just waiting. Bored out of my mind. Checking the tape. Rewinding further back to before I arrived. Seeing if I see anything out of the ordinary, anything that grabs my attention.
Absolutely nothing.
No, just passing time.
As you flip back to the present time, you notice another car has pulled into the parking lot.
What time?
I think this might be a replica. Get ready. A man steps out of the car, long overcoat on, pulls up his collar, obscuring his face, and starts walking towards the Radio Shack.
Is it me?
Is it you? No.
This is Johnny Duvet number 3.
Is it Johnny Duvet number 3? No. It's old man Emmett Yates. Oh my God, no.
All right. I do a quick rock, paper, scissors. Who hides, who stays? I win, so I stay. I give Agent Steele the syringe and tell him to hide.
Steele goes into the corner, hides behind the slab, waiting to pounce as the Yithian gets closer.
I'm not going to tell you what I rolled for his stuff. Anyway. And I just sit next to the slab on a chair, Chinese in front of me, and wait for the man or woman or thing to enter.
You see the door rustling in front of you. It's quite stiff, and then slam open. The man walks in. You hear his feet going across the concrete. Step, step towards you. You still can't quite see his face. It's obscured by the one light that's in the room, and it leans down. Replica. A moment lapse of moral judgment is one thing, but not finishing the job is another. It's Riverside.
Yeah, I knew. The moment he was leaning down, I knew it's fucking Riverside.
He hands you a new burner phone and a set of keys to a new apartment. You can't just leave just yet, Replica. There's work to be done, but now all the pieces of the slab are accounted for. He will come to us. Good job, Replica. I'll be in touch. He turns around and walks out the door. As he's walking out, you see another black SUV pull up. Riverside gets into this car and drives off. Your burner phone rings. You answer it. Oh, I expect a full report on my desk on Monday morning, Replica. Riverside out. And the phone goes dead. And we fade to black.
That was fucking tense.
So I had to kind of do a few things different because of your lovely weird decision. I hadn't set up an encounter with the Yithian just yet. I was waiting for episode 9 for that, you bastard. You're not forcing my hand on this one.
No, I think it's a very good episode. It was very tense.
So did you like it, sir?
Yeah, very much.
I felt like I needed to write a bit more content to it, like the encounter with Timberland.
No, that was... I knew the moment I saw him and he was talking to the slab, I knew I was going to kill him. He has zero sand.
Right.
If he's gone that far, actively trying to put the slab together, accepting help from me, I knew he was beyond rescue. The only problem is I killed a fellow agent.
You did, yes.
Not my shiniest moments in this episode in terms of decision making.
Well, we can gloss over this later. Maybe you could say he was going insane from the slab, but you know. I was going to say, I wrote this episode more to not tie up loose ends, should I say, but more to bring the loose ends into a more convergent story. Bring it all together kind of thing.
Yeah, streamline them a bit. I liked it.
What did you learn about this? Yeah, I'm going to say, what did you learn about the slab in this episode?
That, well, apparently part 1 or my missing part of the slab is accounted for. So Delta Green has it and probably will bring it here.
No, this is the one that's in this part. Is the one you've got?
Yeah.
You had.
Yeah, no, I have two. I have two.
Yeah.
Is the last part destroyed or is it?
It's destroyed in T-cells complex.
Okay, so that's not. Well, then I learned that the Yithian doesn't have the mental capability to withstand the slab. So apparently, the slab showed the Yithian how he can get home.
Yes.
Because that's what the Yithian wants.
Yes.
And that also means that Yithian will be coming here. That also means that the moment I said had the message go around that Nemo's back in town, he's looking for Chinese, Riverside knew, oh, he's at Radio Shack.
Yes.
Which I didn't account for, but...
No, nor did I. Like, you was actually... How I actually writ the story is that when you was going to walk out the warehouse with the slab, as you was going to slam down your trunk, Riverside would be standing there like, and you go, oh, shit. But that happened too early in the story. I realised I didn't write enough. Like, I didn't realise how short that first bit was going to be, so I needed to not write padding, but more of like a different part of the story would have gone really good there to like make it length out to the Riverside encounter, or met the Riverside encounter halfway through and then say an encounter with the Yithian, but I hadn't written an encounter with the Yithian because I didn't think he was going to do that. I honestly thought he was just going to grab the slab and destroy it or try and get away with it.
No, I want the Yithian as well.
So give me your conclusions, sir.
Total mindfuck. The weird thing is not a lot happened, but I have been on the edge of my seat the whole time. I was really thinking about what to do because Duvet he knows he done goofed on multiple occasions, and now the company feels like he is still an asset. Is it an asset to be brought into the fold or to be used and then discarded?
I feel like it's a different saying altogether. You can go, but you can never leave.
Yeah.
Also in this story, I did write a different ways of converging the first part. Like, I had the thought that you wasn't going to speak to Picante, so I was going to make you do a stealth check to try and reverse out to the car park before you even went in.
No, I wanted Picante's
and then there was going to be...
Yeah.
Then there was going to be a car chase if you failed that stealth check. So you missed out, basically, you didn't miss out, I'd say. You avoided being chased down by the Atlanta PD.
Yeah.
I also had the prediction that you was going to climb through the back window. That's why I had Conte have a warrant, because he was going to bust down this door regardless. But I wasn't expecting you to be just so upfront with him. That's why it stumbled me a bit on the conversation of what to do with Picante, because it was like, shit, this is absolutely the opposite of what I thought Sebastiaan would do.
You know, an old saying us GMs and handlers have, no story survives contact with players. At no moment I had the idea that you didn't prepare anything for that situation.
That's alright. Also, I did prepare another thing. I was going to make you go around in a loop, basically, because you know how Steele just kept appearing?
Yeah.
What I was going to do first is if you'd have left Picante and then left Steele, saw Steele and thought, fuck this, and just drive off again, I was going to make you pull up and you see Agent Timberland. Well, you've got a new phone now. You've got a new apartment, because Picante knows about your apartment.
Did I also get a new car? Is that why he left in the other car?
Yes.
Good SUV, motherfuckers. Gonna pimp it out.
But we'll see what happens with the Yithian. Will he arrive? Won't he? You'll have to find out on the next episode of You Can't Handle the Truth.